words to make you say, did I do that? Urkel. Now we calling reality virtual. This is who I am, this is me. Don't let them words hurt you.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flag, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in.
We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
I'm alone, I never fit the mold. The world is so cold, hold it down on my own. I'm just trying to reach up to the sky, see the moon. I got confidence 'cause enough flies in the room. And I've been knocked down, but I always get up. I had some fake friends, had to go and switch up. Yeah, no pain, no strain, I ain't chasing all the fame. 'Cause I got more to gain and I'm just trying to make a change. I'm just doing me, I'm in my own lane. I fell down a few times, but I'm up again. Marching to another drum, see me crawl, see me run. When they thought that I was done, nah, here I come. I'm not weak, I get on my feet. No apologies, yeah, this is me.
And I know that I deserve your love.
There's nothing I'm not worth, yeah.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down,
I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out.
this is brave.
This is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
No apologies, yeah, this is me.
Whenever the words go, whenever the words go,
I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out.
this is me.
Great. So thanks very much for all the contributors again. I think there's definitely a lot of issues facing our community. And I'd like to welcome our next guest on, Warren Ho, who is also one of the founders, and he produced that video that you just watched earlier on. Welcome, Warren. How are you doing?
Hi, Erwin. I'm good, thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us here today. So Warren is a martial artist as well as a self-defense teacher, and put that video together that you just saw. As you also heard in the other videos, there's a lot of issues facing our community, but not only the Asian community here in South Africa, but the Asian communities across the world. There's been an increase in terms of hate speech against us, racism against us. Warren, tell us a little bit about that video. What made you put that together?
Yeah, so Erwin, it was sort of inspired by a group in America, a couple of actors that we had worked on previously at the Warrior set, sort of a Bruce Lee inspired TV series in Cape Town. And some of those actors had sort of initiated this whole unapologetically Asian sort of movement. And they did the first video, followed by the Canadians, and someone suggested that we do one here in South Africa. So we said, why not? Let's do an unapologetically Asian, but as well as a proudly South African one as well, so as to include our South African heritage too.
That absolutely comes across, you know, with the South African flag and our Asian intricacies that you do see over there. So what was the response like? I mean, you know, I think you had some couple of TV interviews and that. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so look, I think the TV interviews and the radio interviews were all great, and it was good publicity to sort of highlight the issues that Asians have been discriminated, especially during this pandemic. And I think, you know, if I can say very frankly, you know, a lot of people thought that there was a political agenda behind it, but there is none. And it really is just to showcase that we are part of the community. You know, we do have our Asian roots, you know, mine particularly is Chinese, but we do have a very proud, as we said previously, proud Asian heritage that we need to acknowledge. So as much as we want to acknowledge that we're also part of a society where we'd also like to be integrated. So you know, I try to take a lot of the politicalness away from it and more about a inclusivity to ensure that we don't feel ostracized either for or against whatever party or whatever agenda is out there. So the response has been positive, taken like that. I haven't received much negative feedback at all, actually. If anything, it has been very encouraging to see that there are people out there that feel that, yes, we do make a valuable contribution. We are part of society.
Absolutely, we definitely are. As you mentioned, you know, many of us are multi-generational here in South Africa. South Africa is our home, and it is important that we create that awareness. But on that, what is heritage? What does Heritage Day mean to you, and what is our culture, and what is the importance of that to you, Warren?
Yeah, so I think for me, heritage for me links to family. It's about spending time with family, your loved ones, people that you know, sort of you are connected with. And for me, it's about spending time with my family. We are going to have a braai later, because that's, well, South African Heritage Day. We're all going to have a braai, as you can see. And yeah, you know, just to remind ourselves that, you know, we are a product of all the generations before us. You know, everything that we are is accumulation of everything that's happened before us, before our generation, even before the generations before us. So it is good to acknowledge that we have that long lineage and heritage, both African, South African, and Chinese. So that's what it means for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's a Chinese saying, 饮水思源, 饮水思源. When you drink the water, remember the source, remember where it came from. You didn't just enjoy the water today. It was a long process for it to get here, and that's exactly right, remembering our heritage. Finally, Warren, you know, you mentioned you're a self-defense teacher as well, and you've got this, you want to unlock the potential in people and unleash their warrior. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Sure. Okay. So it's I've always been interested in martial arts, and I've had a very colorful past of both Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Filipino, and even Western martial arts as such. So it sort of has accumulated to understanding that martial arts is, for me, a way of my life. And I found that martial arts has enriched my life so much, not just Chinese martial arts, but all martial arts in general. It has the philosophy and the ethos of, you know, generations previous to it, hence the heritage. So for me, doing martial arts has been a godsend. It has been a life-saving grace for me. It has changed my life, and I feel that I can help people that also want to follow such a similar path to, as you said, unlock their potential and ultimately unleash warriors. And warriors is a very broad term, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean always kicking and punching, but it could be people that are like yourself, advocates in the community, and, you know, have a purpose to serve in the community. It could be the single mother who's working 2 jobs and has 3 kids to feed. That's a warrior as well. So there's so many different definitions for warriors these days, but everyone has the potential to unlock their potential as such and become these warriors.
Great. Thank you so much then, Warren. And I think people like yourselves, you know, really contributing to society and really making a difference. So thank you very much for being on our virtual event today.
And thank you, Erwin, and thank you to the TCA for all their effort.
Great. Thank you. All right, so
Thank
next
you.
up, we're going to keep on the theme of making a difference.